Hello peaches! So sorry about this. I look like shit. I had such a lazy day today. I don't know what's been going on, but for the last days I have been so tired, like all the time. And it's not like I don't get outside and get some air and see some people, because I do. I've been outside today and yesterday and the day before that and seeing people. I don't know, my body is just so tired. I don't know what's going on, but I guess it's just one of those times, I guess. You know, sometimes you just have a few days where you're just like dead. So I guess that's what's been going on. So I had to pull myself together to make this video. Like, it's not because I didn't want to make it, because I love making videos and I really want to make this, but it's like my brain is like, yeah, you have to make this video, it's going to be fun. And my body is like, nah, let's not do that. I was sitting there thinking like, I have to get up now and make a video now, and my body just kept sinking lower and lower into the couch, and I don't know what's going on. I don't know, maybe I should get my vitamins checked or my blood checked or something. I don't know. Anyway, that's not what this video is about. Well, it kind of is, I guess. There we go, that's a little better. It feels better, it looks better. Anyway, this video is about just a bunch of random updates, smaller updates and a little bigger updates, I guess. Stuff that you guys probably want to know and need to know, I guess, in a way. I don't know, I'm just going to talk. Because I do have a few things, a few more serious things, but also a few just like random stuff. So yeah, let's do this. The first thing I'm going to talk about is video ideas. I just had a long period of time where I had so many ideas. I had like 10 videos that were already filmed and done, ready to be uploaded like at once. But now I'm slowly getting into a period of no ideas. And that's how it is with every kind of creative thing. Doesn't matter if you're a YouTuber or a painter or a writer or whatever it is. You always get into these periods of time where it's just like nothing. So if you guys have any suggestions to any kind of videos, please let me know in the comments down below, so I can get some inspiration and make what you want to see. Especially with BDSM and 18+ videos, I've been so blank with those lately. I have no idea. So if there's something you want me to talk about regarding 18+, BDSM, those kind of things, please let me know what subject you want me to talk about and I will see if I can make a video. So yeah, just video ideas in general would be really nice and really help me out. I'm just been having like a huge brain for it for the last week or something. I'm just like blank. Both my body has been like super tired for some reason, and my mind has also been like, it's just blank. I don't know what's going on. I hope I'm not getting sick or something. The next thing I want to talk about is 2 events that I'm going to go to here in Denmark, 2 bigger events. And I just want to tell you that I'm going there and when I'm going, and then, you know, if you meet me there and if you have to go, come say hi. So the first thing is Erotica World, which is, I'm going there on the Friday that it's there, which is the 7th of April, and it's here in Denmark. So if you see me there, if you come to Erotica World the 7th of April, it's a Friday, please come say hi to me if you see me down there. It could be so much fun. It's my first year going there and it sounds like really interesting and really awesome. I might go with a friend. She has to like figure out what day she can go and stuff like that, but otherwise if she can't go, I'm still going to go, I think, just alone. So that's going to be really fun. It's not that long from now, it's very soon, but if you go there and if you see me, please come say hi. It could be so much fun. And then the next thing, which is something I do every year, so if you've been here on my channel for a while, you already know what's coming. J-PopCon. It's convention in Denmark. It's from 21st of April and then till 23rd of April. So that weekend, those 3 days, Friday, Saturday and Sunday. And I'm not going to be there Friday because I have to perform in a musical, but I'm going to be there Saturday and Sunday. And Saturday I'm going to go there with my sister and my sister's friend, and I'm going to cosplay Poison Ivy. And Sunday I'm going to go alone, and you know, I'll obviously meet all my friends in there, but you know, I haven't figured out something that much yet in detail, but I'm going to go in there alone and then meet some friends and stuff, and I'm going to cosplay either Cruella de Vil or Wednesday Addams. It really depends on if I can get my Cruella wig in time. So yeah, one of those two is I'm going to cosplay that on Sunday. So if you see me there, come say hi. Last year I met some of my subscribers, which is really nice. They were really nice to talk to, and a few of them had like letters and drawings for me. It was like so awesome, so nice. I have hung up all my fan art that I've gotten in real life, like the letters and the paintings. I hung that up on my wall. So it was really nice, thank you guys so much. So if anyone sees me there this year, please come say hi, poke me on the shoulder, just wave at me, something. It could be really nice. I really love meeting you guys, it's so much fun. I feel so famous, so please do that, it could be really fun. The next thing I wanted to talk about is kind of weird, and you might be shocked. But yeah, I'm just going to say it as it is, just gonna be honest with you guys. I've started reading. I know, for the last 21 years of my life, I have always said I hated reading, I don't read, I will never read, and I was right. Well, not about the never read part, but I was right about I hated reading, I did not have the concentration to do it, I did not have the patience to do it, I couldn't read, and I didn't find it comfortable or relaxing to read, which is why I never done it. So it's not like, I actually always loved reading, I just said that. No, I really didn't like reading before, and several reasons. The first one is glasses. I've gotten glasses now, and before I got that, like one of the biggest reasons why I hated reading was because after I only read like 2 pages, my eyes would start to hurt, because I would have to sit with the book this close almost and really strain my eyes to read it, and for some fucking reason I didn't think, hey, maybe I need glasses, but that's just because I'm an idiot. But that's one of the main reasons why I always hated reading, is because my eyes and like my brain, I would get a headache very easily. So that's like one of the main reasons. It was just physically uncomfortable for me to read. And the other reason is because I never had the concentration or the patience to do it. That's also like why I've always been really bad in school, is because like I can sit and concentrate for a few minutes, and then it's just like, hey, what's going on? What's over there? Oh, that looks interesting. And then I'm just like, I'm gone from whatever it was that I was doing. So I never could read more than a few pages until I was just start thinking about other things or doing other things, you know? So it's a mix of those two. And the reason why I started reading then is because I got glasses, so, you know, the physical pain in the eyes and the headache, you know, it's not there anymore. I can read so much right now and it doesn't hurt at all, which is like a weird feeling, kind of amazing, kind of fun feeling. So that's obviously a big change. The other thing is that I have been working a lot with myself and my mental health, and my mental illness is part of the reason why my concentration is so bad, because a lot of people who have schizophrenia does have that thing where your mind just wanders off and you cannot go back to where you were that easily. But since I've been working so much with my sickness or illness or whatever you call it, and my mind and mental health, I've gotten so much better at like concentrating on things and doing things without my mind wandering off too much. It's still not the best. I mean, compared to normal people, I guess. I hate that word, but compared to people who does not have this illness, it's still bad. But obviously it's always going to be that way, but it's not as bad as it used to be. And you know, when you're reading a book, it often takes a little while before you get into it, and so much into it that you're like really interested in it. And beforehand I never got to that point, because I read 2 or 3 pages and then I would just be like, what's going on? I don't want to do this. This is boring. Let's do something else. But now I have a little bit more concentration and a better eyesight, so I can actually get to the point where the book is interesting. So when I get to that point where it's like really interesting, that's usually when my mind would then start to wander, and it does that sometimes and a little bit. But because I've gotten to the point where the book is really interesting, I keep reading, because now it's not just something like boring I have to do kind of thing. Now it's interesting, now it's something I can focus on. Because that's the thing, like with things like reading and stuff that I never found that interesting, or if I watch a movie that's like an hour before it gets interesting, I also lose patience with that, because my mind just works that way. I cannot do that. But if it's something like that I'm interested in, I can so much focus on that for hours. That's also why I'm very creative, why I get things done so fast with creative stuff, is because once I started it and I'm interested in it, I can just keep on going forever. So when I get to that point in the book where it's interesting, a part of my brain wants to just stop concentrating and just do something else, but a bigger part of my brain wants to keep going because it's fucking interesting. Let's find out what's going on in this book, what's going to happen. So I hope that makes sense. It makes sense in my head at least. So I do have a little better concentration. I do still like read a few pages and check my phone and then get back to the book. But it's not like beforehand I would check my phone and I would just forget that the book ever existed. But now I can easier get back to it because I'm like, oh, there was something really interesting over here that I need to read. Does that make sense? I hope it makes sense. It makes sense to me at least. So that was a long rant about reading. I'm just really proud of myself and happy that I got to this point because I always wanted to be one of those people who could read a lot and who enjoyed reading. Because it just seems so nice, just like imagining sitting with a book under a blanket and a cup of tea. But like the few times I did it, it's just been like physically uncomfortable because of my eyesight, and also mentally like struggling because I would force my brain and myself to focus, which is just straining it and probably also the cause of the headache a little bit. So now I'm so happy that I gotten so far with my mental health work stuff that I can actually concentrate enough to do this, and also happy that I found out I needed glasses because that's been like a huge help as well, of course. And what got me started on actually reading, because one thing is me thinking, oh, I should read, but another thing is me actually doing it. And what got me started is my friend Emma, because she has so many books. I have never seen so many books. Well, at a library, but like at a person's home, she has so many books. It's like weird. But she showed me all these books, and she has a lot of interesting books. It's not just like boring books. It's always like weird stories, like fantasy, and like non-realistic kind of universes, all that kind of stuff. Cool stuff. And then besides that, like, I don't know, she should be a salesperson because she's so good at selling these books. Like, the way she talks about them, she just makes it sound so damn interesting. I don't know, she just has something about her. Like, she can make you do anything because she's like, it's so interesting, and you're just sitting there like, it does sound pretty interesting, like no matter what it is. If I'm ever going to be like part of a crime, it's going to be her fault because she will be the one convincing me to do it because she makes it sound fucking interesting to kill someone. I don't know, that was a weird sidetrack, but she got me into it. She borrowed me some really great books, and one of the ones she borrowed me that I'm reading right now is Cinder. It's Cinderella as a cyborg, from like a futuristic point, kind of a little bit steampunky sometimes. I feel like maybe it's just the images I create in my head, but cyborg Cinderella in the future, how fucking cool is that? So yeah, this is really great. I'm so proud of myself. Look, I actually read half a book. How cool is that? And then what I'm going to read afterwards, after that, and the other books in that series, because there's more books in that series. But after reading those, I'm going to read these 3 books. This is the Sleeping Beauty trilogy. I don't know how to say it. Is it trilogy? Trilogy? I think it's trilogy. Anyway, these 3 books. And these books, they sound so interesting. It's Anne Rice. She should be like an amazing writer. I never read any Anne Rice because I never read anything. But she should be an amazing writer. And these 3 books, it's like, hold on to your horses because this is wild, alright? These books are BDSM, erotica, in like the Sleeping Beauty. Like Sleeping Beauty story. The Sleeping Beauty. So it's like, also it's like medieval times, of course, which I love. I absolutely love like medieval and knights and princesses and all that. So that's one thing I love about it. Sleeping Beauty, I love Sleeping Beauty. Both the Disney version, of course, but also like the original story and everything. And then BDSM, surprise, I like BDSM as well. So this is like the weirdest but coolest book series. I cannot wait to read it. A lot of people in the BDSM community loves these books. There's more than 3. They made 4, and then I also think there's a 5th one. But these are like the 3 main stories. So that's the ones I bought first, and then I might buy the other ones. But anyway, a lot of BDSM people love these books because they have to do with BDSM stuff, and they're well written. It's not 50 Shades of Grey all over again. Not at all. These are well written, good story, and way better BDSM than 50 Shades, I heard. I haven't read them myself, so keep that in mind. All the things I tell you is just based on other people's explanations and, you know, stuff like that. So this is going to be so much fun to read. I never read erotica before, and not even like small stories on the internet or books or anything, because I'm more like, if I want to get off, I just watch porn. It's easiest. So I'm kind of curious as to what this is going to be like. I don't know. I never read anything like this. So I don't know if it's something that you can read in the bus, or if it's too saucy and you have to read it at home. I don't know yet. So I guess we'll find out. And I'm planning on doing, like, talking about them when I'm done reading them. It might be a while because there's 3 books and I'm still a slow reader because I'm not used to reading. But when I'm done, I might like talk about them, make a BDSM related video where I talk about them and compare them to the BDSM lifestyle, review them, kind of like I did with 50 Shades of Grey, the movie, kind of like that. Except that this will probably be like a positive review thing, because everyone that I talk to who are into BDSM love these books. So it's going to be positive, where the 50 Shades of Grey was pretty negative. But I'm planning on doing that once I'm done reading it. Please let me know if you want that. It could be kind of fun, I think. I cannot wait to read them. They sound so weird and interesting. And then one more thing. Hang in there. I only have one more thing to say. In April, there's going to be a lot of stuff for me because I am going to perform in the musical I talked about a few times. Just like a small community thing. But I'm going to perform in that in the end of April. And until then, like pretty much from the beginning of April until then, we have to rehearse so damn much. Like there's an entire week where the Easter holiday is. An entire week from Saturday to the next Saturday where we have to rehearse from 10 in the morning to 10 in the evening. It's so crazy. And then right after that week is over, we have to start performing. So it's going to be so stressful April for me, but in a good way, because I love doing this musical thing. It's so much fun and I love it. But I'm just saying this because I don't know how it will work out with my YouTube, but there might not be a lot of videos during that time. I will obviously do some videos. It's not like I'm going to quit YouTube or stop doing YouTube for an entire month. Nothing like that. But if there's not a video for maybe a week or 2, or if there's only one video in like 2 weeks, don't worry. It's just because April is going to be stressful for me. I have so many things to do in April, but it might not happen. Maybe I will upload as I usually do, like every 2nd or 3rd day. So I don't know how it will work out yet, but I'm just letting you know, just in case there won't be a lot of videos. Now you guys know why. I'm sorry, but in May I will come back strong with 1,000 videos. Maybe not 1,000, but you know, a lot of videos. But just like I usually do. So yeah, just want to tell you that quickly, just so you didn't get worried or anything if I didn't post anything for a while. Now you know, I'm going to be very stressed out in April. So yeah, that was actually the update video, talking video. I just really want to make this because there were all these things I thought you needed to know, and then just these things I want to talk about for funsies. So, funsies. Did I just say funsies? But anyway, this was just a video. And as I said before in the beginning of the video, if you have any suggestions to any videos you want me to make, please let me know in the comments down below. Press the like button if you like this video, don't forget to subscribe to my channel as well, and thank you for watching.